Hello, captains. This is Kent again, and welcome to the flight show. So I am so excited to put this flight out, and I know it's been a while. You already know the deal for those that follow the channel pretty closely. Work schedule has just been insane as the discipline coordinator for physics at the university, so, you know, that comes first. But late night, I'm trying to get a flight in, sacrificing a little bit of sleep, but I'm going to get some coffee in the morning. But I put together this flight utilizing the newest release by PMDG, the 777-200ER, or extended range, that has just been released. I am going to be flying with the new package, although this is the 777-300 variant, because this was an actual flight that I'm going to be doing. It was yesterday, and it flew from San Francisco to O'Hare International. So we're going to replicate that flight. But all of the updates for the 200 ER is also extended to the 300 ER. So I'm really excited to do this flight. Graphics are new, animations, the new electronic flight bag in the cockpit. So I'm excited to do this. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we are in the cockpit. We're going to be doing a lot going on here. We're going to have a Pro ATC for our air traffic control. We'll be using TFDI Designs Passenger Crew Experience, or PACX. We'll be using Flight Simulator First Officer, which is basically like FS Crew, except you don't have to buy one for each aircraft. It's designed to work with quite a few of the PMDG aircraft, since FS Crew hasn't released theirs yet. We'll be using Ultimate Ground Crew and GSX. So it's going to be a lot going on. So this is not going to be a tutorial. I have only gotten to fly this plane a little bit, so you're going to basically see its features as I do this. So it's kind of like a working demonstration, in opposed to me as a tutorial and showing everything. You're just going to learn it as I go along. So we're going to start our flight. And so the first thing I'm going to do is load our flight plan in from, we're going to say fly now, from ATC Pro. And it's got the little spindle going. It's going to kick in just a second. And we are using Active Sky. We already have our route loaded. Let's see. Okay, it is loaded, and let's make sure it's up to date. Yeah, we're losing live weather, so we're good. And now I'm going to start the ATC. I think you'll be able to see this coming across the top real fast. Yeah, okay, you see the messaging. I can bring it down just a wee bit, so it's in the purview of my screen. Okay, so that is the clearance delivery 120. So we'll have to start our plane before you're actually going to hear any of that. So let's just say that we've gotten in the cockpit. And forgive me if you look out here, the gates aren't working at SFO, or at least I haven't gotten them, because as you can see, there's an overlap of the default jetways and the SODI. So we're just going to not do that. Let's just pretend, you know, that's already been connected. And so let's get started.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Good afternoon. So he's going to go through his flows, and I'm going to go through mine. So I have to start the battery power up, which I think he might be doing. Yeah, he's got the battery power up on. And I'm going to also, let's see, things are warming up. So he's going through his thing. So while he's doing that, I am going to bring up our map, though you cannot see it, but I can show it to you. This is the map that comes with ATC Pro. And so as soon as we get clearance, I'll know what our runway departure and so forth is going to be. I've already planned the flight in PFPX, but it can change the runway that it assigns, so I want to hold off on any of that until we get things going. So I have that on the screen off to my right. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the APU going. And then once we get that power going, we'll be able to get the ground power unit, and then I'll turn that off. Let's see, cockpit lights as required, C1, C2 primary pumps on auto. I think, yeah, my first officer will handle that in just a moment, so I'll leave it alone. Demo probe selector off, wipers are off, landing gear is down, which it is. Bus tie switches to auto. External power required. Well, we'll be with that in just a second. You'll know it kicked in because the screens will be kind of dim, but then we can make some things happen. So while that is taking its moment, I think I should use this time to show you. You can see right here some of the PBR materials of the new graphics, or should I say renderings for the aircraft. And if you look here, you can see this beautiful rendering of the leading edge of the boot, the ice boot. Okay, so the power has kicked in. Should be coming on here in just a second. And we can go ahead and turn on that mic and frequency. And we can now bring... There we go. And so let me quickly do ground connections. Our chocks are set, so we will request ground power. But now, what's new, which is really exciting, is that you have ground service vehicles. So we can request the galleys. Now you can do this in GSX, but if you don't have GSX, you can do it here. So I'm going to show you those animations. And the aft galley will do the lavatory maintenance request and the maintenance van. And why don't we just go on and throw in the fuel truck as well? I don't even know what cabin cling is, so I'm going to throw that in. We're requesting all of that. So let's just see what's coming in. Sorry about the jetway and the open door just out there, but now you get to see all of the animations. Now, the difference between this and GSX is GSX has animated people. So if you don't have GSX, this helps with the immersion, but if you have GSX, you know, that is going to be a little better because you'll have people. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so then we can come over here. Now the trucks are here, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up the CDU. It's off screen, so you can't necessarily see it, but I'm going to use this to open the doors so that you can see that. So we have the doors, and we need to open, let's see, Cargo Bay 1, because that will be coming, and Cargo Bay 2, but we also need to open these doors. Oh, they opened already, so that's good. Oh yeah, we're jamming. Okay, so then when that truck comes up, and what did I neglect to do? Oh, it is opening the other cargo door. Look at all this going on, and this is just all that comes with it. So, you know, sweet. All right, gotta get back to work. 146 seconds estimated seconds to estimated power, so we can go ahead and turn off the APU because we're using the ground power right now. So yeah, that doesn't show up. So we can get on with what we need to do. And we're going to go through our flows. So we need to set up the MPC and the CDU. So let's go ahead and do that. Nope, wrong one. So our fuel is calculated to be a release of 87,000. 562. And our payload, we'll just use our zero fuel weight of 495.1. Okay, so that takes care of that. Then we can return to the main menu and get on with programming. So we'll be leaving from KSFO. There we go. And our route, let's go ahead and put in KSFO KORD 01. And our flight number is 6790. Okay. Now, we are not doing the SID yet because I want to see what... Well, it's very clear we're going to probably be taking off on runway 28 left. So I'm going to go on a limb and just say that that's what it's going to be, but I don't know what the star is going to be. So I guess for that, I'm going to hold out. Let's see here. We will not need to get clearance until, let's see. Just looking at my notes. Pre-flight checklists. Pre-flight checklist will come at 15 minutes. But I think we're going to go ahead and get our clearance now. So let's give it a shot. What was it? Oh, here we go.
Clearance delivery, Kinetic 6790 with the information request clearance.
So I do believe I'm on the right frequency, which should be 118.20. We have our mic on, so I'm not entirely sure what I did not do just yet, but we'll get it together. Let me try it one more time. I do not know what's up with that sound. One moment it's loud, one moment it's soft. And I have noticed that with this. Now, what did we got? 590 seconds until walk around. So he just went out for the rock around. You may not have heard it. So one thing I am noticing is that there's a sound glitch because I've never had this problem when using this with other aircraft. So not sure what that is. All right, let me find out what the deal is with the radio. There we go. So we're going to climb to 8,000. 1460 transponder. I'm going to ask her to say that one more time. And I know we're at flight level 350. And our pressure was 3016. Okay, I think I got it. Now I can contact ground on 121.8 when the time is right. So I'll go ahead and switch this. We don't need it just yet, because we got a while before we're going to be talking to ground. But yeah, I got everything. 121.8. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, oh, gotta confirm. Yeah, I don't just know why that sound is going up and down like that. So you may not.
United 206 with the 80s request clearance.
So in the meantime, I need to go ahead and put in our frequency, which is 1460. Okay, so we got that going. Now that I know what we're going to leave on, I can go ahead and put that in. So we can go departure. And we have all our background traffic going in. So that is going to be 28 left. And we're leaving on Chunkin 2. And our transition will be Sierra. Or Sarah. Alright, that's taken care of. Now we're going to land on runway 28 right in Chicago, though we're not given a star. So I guess we'll get vectors, but we'll just say it's going to be 28 right. ILS 28 right. Which is cool. And then we'll say route, activate, then get our zero fuel weight in there, 5,000 with reserve. We've calculated this at a cost of 40, and our flight level will be 350. Yeah, just check in, 350. All right, so that is pretty much good to go. And we've got 302 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and tell them that we're ready to board. And we've got entertainment on our system, yay! And here they're starting to come in. And so then we will coincide this with boarding, and it's United. Now one thing is that we got a truck that needs to get out of the way, so should have anticipated that. So I am going to assume that that is the maintenance van. That's not the maintenance van. That was the, I believe that's what it was, cabin clean. It's not the fuel truck. It's not the pot water. I think that was it. So, is he leaving? Yep, leaving. It's like, get out of the way. I got stuff to do. Okay, so we, let's see. We are departing to an altitude of 8,000, so get that in here. We need to turn on our flight directors. That's fine. And we'll have 190 as our, because we're listed, let's see here. Thrust limiter. We are doing a D-rated takeoff. And our center of gravity is 30, so we'll do flaps 5 takeoff. Okay, so our speeds aren't too crazy. 171. So now I could go ahead, I'm going to make that 185. And I'm going to go to here because our brief so that we get the proper announcements for our cabin call, we need to put in our V-speed. So that's going to be 157. VR is going to be 162. And our V2 is 171. And we're taking off of runway 28 left. We know that we're going to be coming in on 28 right when we land. But that's all I know, so I'm just going to leave it at that. We'll build... Well, no, we know we're going to do a flaps 30. When landing, auto brake 3, that sounds good. Don't know what the VREF is yet, but I can always come back to that. Take off flaps 5. Yep, all that got in there. Excellent. All right, so that's good. 818 seconds before the first officer is back. I think... Oh, yes. So, now to show you the good stuff, while we're still waiting, let's come on over here. So we need to load our data. It's already been loaded because we haven't loaded any airports or anything like that, so we're good there. And so we can go to terminal charts and load from our FMS. Complete. And so let's get our clip, edit clip, and we're going to want to get our SID, which is, again, Trunken 2. There it is. So load that up. So we have our airport map, of which we are here. Yeah, we're right here. But we could go back and go to our our SID. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so that's taken care of. So I don't see our bag. Oh, there they come. They're right over there. So they're on their way. That's sweet. And they'll get loaded. So what I will do, well, let's take a look here. Oh yeah, these renderings are just amazing. Now, why there's a cargo plane... Hey, seriously. While there's a cargo plane at the gate, I have no idea. I'm using air traffic... I'm using AT Air Traffic Live. Ultimate Traffic Live 2. Yeah, get that together. Alright. Alright, so in the meantime, I'm going to give you a pause until we're a little bit closer to departing. I thought I'd share with you that the first officer is running the tests as they should. So that's wonderful. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one of the things that you do with basically the passenger crew experience, is that I can go here and then, no, not that. I want to just find out what is our status. She says we're still boarding, 21 minutes left, but our expected departure is 27 minutes. So we're on task, and that's fine. So let's see. Unless there's anything going on that you need to see, let me get these. Yeah, but I have the transponder code going. Who changed that? 1460. I didn't change it. Did I do that by accident? I don't know. Alright, let's see. Anything else I need to be checking on here? So, yeah, alright. Let's see. I could be showing you some views of the...
SkyWest 5723 is clear of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
5723, Foxtrot Bravo to Gate Golf Niner.
5 November Foxtrot Bravo to Gate Golf 99 SkyWest 5723.
Alright, we're going to just say that the food and all that's been put on the plane. So vehicles, we can go ahead and say the galley, forward galley, release. That's the aft galley and the forward galley. We can release them. We'll release the fuel truck. You keep that lavatory going. We want to make sure you're very clean. Okay, so there goes the fuel truck. I love the animation. Very nice. And we're at 50% loaded in terms of the baggage. There are a lot of planes that are bugging out of here. Oh my gosh. It's like there was a full airport and now everybody's leaving. Okay, I'll bring you back in a little bit.
Transponder Code is 1460.
Perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be released. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that vital electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and
Block 1460, NA 6790.
Just out of curiosity, I'm going to look here. What is the of my UTC Live? I'm just curious. What's my traffic density? 3818. Okay, that's fair. It's not too high. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we loaded our last cargo container, so I'm going to go ahead and close the rear cargo door. Or the aft, as it were. And in a moment, we will close the forward. You coming down anytime soon, Sparky? There you go. All right. Let's see. Where are we with our crew? 11 minutes yet. 11 minutes left, so we can go ahead and do pre-flight.
Pre-flight checklist. Test. Flight instrument. Heading set. Altitude set. Oxygen. Set. Control switches. Cut off. Checklist complete.
Okay, so we've got our pre-flights out of the way. And so, what do we have coming up? Our pre-flight briefing, of which I don't have one because that's, not for this, but we'll at least say, hey, do what you're supposed to do. That'll work. Okay, so what's 43 seconds before is powered up. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get on that APU. I think he's already done it. I'm going to see if he does it on his own in 26 seconds. Okay.
United 1848 is clear of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
1848. Taxi via Papa Hotel Golf Alpha to gate 7.
Via Papa Hotel Golf Alpha to gate East 687. United 1848.
So it says APU established, but I don't see it here. So just in case. I mean, he may have done it. Oh, yeah, it says APU running. Go ahead, first officer. Doing your thing. And holding a baggage issue at 8 minutes, that's okay. I got this. That's the first time I've experienced that. But that's okay, because I got 18 minutes from my projected departure anyway, so nah. Ah, scanning doors page. Did you see that up here? Said scanning doors page, and that's what he did right here. I'm impressed. Okay, we'll clear you out. That we'll want that there, so we'll leave that discontinuity. Okay, I'll bring you back in a moment. So let's go ahead. Vehicles and dispatch. The water maintenance van and the lavatory. Ooh! Car accident! And we can go ahead and remove the ground power. And we're going to remove the chocks. And now we just have our brakes on. It's not easy getting all these things to work together, but boarding almost done, 3 minutes. Excellent. So we'll leave a little bit early, which is excellent. Three minutes to go. Okay, just let's go over everything. We'll do our checklist in just a moment. Love it. I got 1 minute left. So our plane is packed. Let's see them get to their seats. The last of them. So he's going to go there. She's about to pop in there. And once he's out of the way...
You're ready to go when you are.
Are you? Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 6790 with service to Chicago. Our flight time will be roughly 3 hours and 46 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
Okay. So now...
Ground Kinetic 6790, request startup and pushback.
UAL 6790, startup is approved.
I messed that up.
Roger, Kinetic 6790.
Go over here to doors. Close all. And arm.
15. This is clear to the runway. Request taxi to parking. 15. Taxi via Papa Hotel to 8 Bravo 2. Via Papa Hotel to 8 Bravo 22.
Okay. We're in our before start flow. And let's see. We are now... Yes, so we can go ahead.
Ground to flight deck.
Go ahead.
Communication check, please, and confirm that the brakes are set.
Communications are good and the brakes are set.
Thanks.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, cockpit.
Can we pressurize the hydraulics? Can we pressurize the hydraulics? That is not in there. So we'll say yes. Okay.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start facing east.
Roger. Facing southeast. Release brakes.
Parking brake off.
Brakes released.
Okay. Commencing pushback.
Now we'll start our before start checklist.
Go ahead, flight deck.
On MSI MPG Z490, altitude 83000, takeoff. 1157 PR 16, V21712, 3 flight. Completed translation. Active takeoff.
Okay, so the checklists are complete, so we will now go ahead and let him start. Wait, not
You
yet.
are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Okay, so now he
Go
said
ahead,
we could.
cockpit.
Now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. And some procedures exit leads behind you. In case of emergency, you will need to evacuate the aircraft. There is lighting on the floor that will guide you. In the event of any construction,
I didn't get this out of the way because GSX does not necessarily coincide with anything else. But check out the spool on the engine.
Go ahead, flight tech.
keep your mask on until a member of the crew is running you and change to remove
Ground Delta 757 is cleared off the runway. Request taxi departure.
Delta 757, taxi via Papa, hotel to gate 4.
By Papa Hotel to gate 34, Delta 757.
Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle up the front. Hold the straps tightly. Replace the vest, hold firmly on the
Sweet.
right cord, only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouth of the
Ground
steering wheel.
768, request start of the Narcan.
608, start disapproved.
Approved, United 60.
Brakes are set.
Put your arms into the straps and hug
Roger.
your chest. Please securely stow your personal items.
Okay, so that's a glitch because you got no business being there. You should be like way out here. That guy with the stick should be right here. 86 seconds until edges are stabilized. Wait for it. Okay, we could skip. Hold to skip. Okay. After start flow. You are
Go
free.
ahead, flight tech.
You are clear to disconnect and go to hand signals. You are clear to disconnect and go to hand signals. Yeah, this is a glitch. So we're going to go ahead and just let them go. Now we will do our taxi checklist.
Taxi checklist. Anti-ice. Recall. Check. Auto brake. RTO. Light. Hold left. Hold right. Hold back. Hold. Check. Right. Clear. Checklist complete.
Okay, so now all right, we got in our clearance. Then we are ready for that. So we can go ahead. Clear on the left. Clear right.
Brake off.
I know, GSX. Don't be mad.
We're ready for departure.
So this does feel like you are moving something big. It handles differently than the old model, though I cannot put my finger on it just yet, but the ground physics definitely feels different. Look here, keeping in mind that our wheels are recessed behind us. Yeah, you just can't turn this thing on a dime. You gotta be intentional. So I'm learning that I cannot turn this too sharply. So this was an epic fail on a turn. I'll have to get used to it. We'll do better next time. So don't turn your wheels too sharply or it will not go anywhere. See? Just be patient. There we go. Embarrassing. Gotta get used to this turning. There we go. It's a big bird. That's all I can say. And it handles like one.
Clearance of the runway, request exit to parking.
What?
Delta 2049er, taxi via Papa Hotel to 84. Via Papa Hotel to gate 34 Delta 2049.
So that error just kicked in. I don't know why. But there will be no GSX when we arrive. So just have to live with that. Keep it pushing. there's something with the sound in this aircraft that you notice that the traffic control is just kind of diminished, but it occasionally comes back to being more audible. So I'm not entirely sure why that is. Slow it down a little bit. That's us. All right, line up. I'm a little behind on that one. All right. Arm toga. Release brakes. Do not ask me why the plane wanted to drift to the left so bad, but I'm having some issues with that differential brake kicking in. I'm going to have to look at that, because that made my roll a whole lot longer than it needed to be. Flaps up. I'm concentrating so I can fly the aircraft. Don't mind me. All right.
After takeoff checklist. Transponder off, flat. Off, checklist.
All right, leveling out for 8,000. Up, climb to 10,000. 18,000. Climb to 18,000. I wish my sound was working better, but we'll just have to go with that. Beautiful view. Okay, arm the autopilot. Now we're above 10,000 feet, so we can increase our speed. You can barely hear the announcements in the background. Never had that problem before. There's something well, I'm not going to blame actually PMDG. What I think is there are going to need to be some updates to the programs that I'm using along with this. Meaning, I mean, I don't know, but obviously they did not make this product for the other third-party software. The other third-party software is supposed to work with it. So therefore I have to imagine that there need to be some updates to the passenger experience and to the first officer, because I can just barely hear the sounds. Throw in their Pro ATC. All right, I'm going to bring you back when we're further along in the flight. Well, before I do, how about some visuals? Check out the VR materials. And we won't need this until later. Ooh, beautiful. Let's see here. We have to do our VREFs. I'm sorry we just jumped in on descent. But I just put it on autopilot and I needed to take a nap. So here we are. All right, here we go. Turn left heading 045, confirm. I just hate that the sound is not coming through like it normally does. Kind of takes away from the immersion. but okay. Alright, so we're going to have to make up some ground, but that's alright. Let's get these cleared out. Turn left 040. Let me confirm. I know you can barely hear it. I don't have this problem with other aircraft, so this is just, they're going to have to do an update, I think, to be a little more compatible with this new iteration of PMDG. Just overriding these. Here we go, and we just went through this. Oh, I thought I had confirmed that. Let's take a look. Active waypoint is Tony, and we are descending to 25, flight level 250. We will be on 28 right, and they gave us the ILS frequency, so 111.10.273. So we could go to here. Hold on. It's already in. Excellent. Though it looks like really great weather out there, the snow is in the distance and we approacheth it. But I am going to give our little auto brake boost, go to level 2. Let's take a look. How are the passengers? Arrival 10 minutes, which I think is going to be pretty alright. And they are 97% happy. That's good. Let's make sure we don't mess up by not getting our vector instructions properly, and I think we're going to be okay. Uh-oh. Leave it there. What was that last? I forget. What was that heading supposed to be? Flight plan information. Set active, waypoint Tony. Let's just ask a question. Ah, okay. Okay, descend to 1,700 feet. Altimeter 320. Confirm. So get that in there. Never mind my phone ding. We are busy. Actually, I did have to answer that. That's my colleague. I got to teach in a class tonight. He was sending me the handouts that I needed. That's kind of important. You know, you got to work first, right? Okay, so they united, repeat. Contact, okay. I wish you could hear the sound. Okay. I could just like barely hear them. But sometimes they come in, sometimes they kick out. All right, we're going to descend to flight level 110. All right, we're about to pass transitions. here. Let me not be so enthralled in this that I messed this up. Looking for an ILS 28 right. Category 3. Not that I'm going to use it. There we go. So I'll go out over the lake and then come back in. Turn left 020. All right. What is our winds looking like here? 11 knots at 3:30, 11 knots. Yeah, well, at our altitude right now, I think it is 74 knots, which is why we have our nose so far into the wind. Now, I know I'm not saying much, but I'm just taking it in. Also trying not to do anything wrong. Concentrating a little bit. And there's Boucher, my dog. Just a moment, Boucher. What do we got here? It's so soft, I just can't always tell if that's ATC speaking to me. So I have to look for the little scrolling of the red writing to let me know that they're saying something. Okay, descend to 6,000. But we're at 11, so we're going to need to have to bring you back in preparation. All are about to pass Chicago Heights. If we're about to pass the Chicago Heights VOR, I think that might be the mall. 159. I forget. I'm coming, Boucher. We're recording. Just give me a minute. I promise. I'm gonna take you for a walk. Boucher, into bed. Okay. Oh, you want a snack? Okay. I got you covered. Hang tight. Whenever he wants a snack, he like sits, like literally. All right. You would be hearing the cabin announcements much more pronounced, but like I said, it seems that the passenger crew experience is not. There's a little bit of it fighting with the sounds of the new PMDG. So I hope they do an update quick. But I don't think this is PMDG's fault. All right, passing 10,000. So as you can see, it's a bit of a step down, but we're going to be at 6,000 feet by O.C, I believe that is. There's Midway, right over there. All right. Now that I look at it, is it Wilt? Okay, so we're coming. Next waypoint would be right at Wilt, which would be where we hit our glide slope. Okay. Well, now we're not behind the 8-ball, so that's good. And there goes the city. Zwicky's Chicago X. All right. We're going to drop our speed. To 210. I agree. My dial's acting crazy. Boucher. What's the matter with you? I give up. So what do you think? Is that a cloud in front of me, or is that like ice in the water? I can't tell. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Are we on time? Oop, we're a little behind. So let's go ahead and just inform them. We're gonna be just a little bit late. Delay. Reason. Generic. Length. 20 minutes. Let's just be honest. We say, it's a bed. You're hungry. Okay. You're so cute. Okay. I guess we could pause everything. Let's not deal with neglect. Okay. He is eating and satiated. The sound's off. I'm just setting up things in my electronic flight bag by Avlasoft, just so everything tracks properly. There we go. 2.8 right. ILS. And as I said, we don't have a star, so we'll just leave it at that. Excellent. But we do need to track our airplane. Now, did I miss them telling me something? they've asked us to descend to 4,000. All right, so as you can see here, we are coming in on Adam or Adabe, depending on how you want to look at it. Why are you not descending? All right, well, no problem. We will take care of that ourselves. I'm gonna say 145 right there. Put out speed brakes, and I guess I could let that up a little. And we are almost there, folks. But remember, earlier, for whatever reason, our GSX has flown the coop, so we will not expect that. Why are we having to do that? They said turn left 215, so that's what I'm going to do, even though it doesn't look intuitive. But hey, they know better. I hope. Alright, we're going to bring this down to 270. Uh-oh. Localizer alive. I'm taking it. It'll just have to deal. Gear down.
Landing gear down.
Well, what do you know? All right. We'll arm spoilers. All right. Glide slope is active. It is alive. There we go. All right, we're going to arm approach. We're going to go ahead and bring the speed down just a wee bit more. All right, now we're coming down to our VREF 145, so 150 plus 5.
Flat point. Landing checklist. Keep brake. 460. Flat. 807.
Well, I like that. They even tell you reduce the final approach speed. That's cool. Never really noticed that before.
2500.
I will be taking over the aircraft in just a moment. Okay, here we go. My aircraft.
Mayday off. Mayday off.
All right. It's a little windy,
500.
but staying on the glide slope pretty well considering 11 knot crosswind. It's like cross headwind out of the northwest, but I'll take this. Staying on the center line, so I'm happy about that. Continue. Get out the way. Manual braking. All right. After landing flow, taxi to C16. All right. I have no idea why C terminal is missing, especially when all the rest of the airport is there just fine. But, I tell you, it's always got to be something, huh? But we're going to put it at C16. Let's just see. Marshal or parking. And there is nothing, so I'll just bring it in. And the APU is running. Excellent. And we are coming on C. So that would be C10. So this would be C16. That says 18. I passed it? Alright, fine. We'll do 18. I totally misjudged that. Kind of embarrassed, but that's okay. It is a heavy dock, so I'll take it. But I had no marshaller to even give me a clue. Just make the most of it. Alright, and there is the 777. Although I got a funny feeling that's for the 200. We are in fact the 300, so we need to be right here. Okay. Shutdown flow. As soon as he gives me the permission to cut off. Ah, he did cut off. And we're on the APU. So we can just go ahead and open those doors. So let's see what they got going on here. So they do in fact have the cargo pallets. So we can go ahead and open, wrong one. This is the one I want. You can't even see it. Let's see here, doors. Next, open the front. And now they can open the second one. Actually, it's a little premature, but hey, what are you going to do? So there you have it, my first flight with the new PMDG 777-200ER. Didn't go perfectly well. Sound wasn't working quite right. Made a few mistakes here and there. Airport's acting funky. Don't know what that's about. That's okay. We'll get those fixed. But I love the aircraft. I'm going to enjoy flying this. Handles differently, feels differently, looks different, looks 10 times better. Really enjoyed it. Good work, PMDG. So, now our passengers can disembark. And they're generally 85% happy, so that's fine. So we're only 5 minutes late. So, better than what I thought it was going to be. Well, thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the virtual skies.